president, earning $500,000 in the business. And what he did back then was show the plan with the video. Back then it was a 2.5-hour video of JR. It was called Taking It to the Top. Now we got it in 26 minutes. Mark Scholl is doing it again. Of course, building a business one time is a bit of a challenge. It's not easy. You've got to be consistent in performing the result-producing activities, but try building it twice. Please help me welcome professional coordinator on his way to executive field vice president and beyond, Mark Scholl.
Thanks for the intro, Andrew, and yes, one of the things is, don't invite me on stage to speak 4 months after I get started. But anyway, my name is Mark Scholl, and I'm a very excited franchise owner with Mark America, and yes, my story is a little bit different. I was actually Mark America for 11 years the first time, been out for 6 or 7 years, and have made the decision to get back to Mark America about 4 months ago. Yay! So it's a big undertaking. I'll just tell you a short story. I started back in 1993, back when Mark America was a very young company. I think Frank Kiefer was an executive coordinator back then, and JR was driving a Toyota. My times have changed. But you know, I was just really excited. I was 24 years old. I was wet behind the ears, but I had a really big dream. How many of you here have a big dream? How many people like to make their dreams come true? Well, part of success is being focused and committed and having a coach. And you know, Mark America outlines a proven business plan. All you gotta do is just follow it. And so I made the decision to call Elizabeth Weber. And I have to tell you, she was the #1 money earner in the company back then too. So she, through my eyes, was kind of like a rock star. So I called her. I was shaking like a leaf. I felt like I was calling Bon Jovi or Lady Gaga. And I said, Elizabeth, my name's Mark Scholl. I live down here in Charlotte, North Carolina. You don't know who I am, but I want to build a living daylights out of this business. I am 200% committed. I don't have a lot of time, but if you just teach me what I need to do, I'll do it. And I'm going to tell you something. We had a wonderful conversation. She became the best mentor I could ever dream possible. And we started to work together, and I would call her every day and tell her what was going right, and I would tell her every day what was going wrong, and we made adjustments, and we adjusted our way to success. And we worked hard together, and we made it. We made it work. And I'm going to tell you something. In less than 4 years, I was 28 years old, making $45,000 and $63,000 in a 4-week pay cycle in the business we call that executive field vice president. I was proud. And we made it work together. And so, unfortunately, there was somewhat of a U-turn. About 11 years in the business, I lost my business due to a divorce. It was 11 years of fun. We had a great lifestyle during those years, residual income, and we helped a lot of people succeed. You know, of course, life got in the way, and it ended up, you know, all I can say is the ultimate red flush. So if anybody here, anybody comes to you and complains, why red flush? Let me tell you something. Tell them to call Mark Scholl. I'll tell them what a red flush really feels like. So along the way, just to blow off some steam, Mark Scholl decides to get into real estate. And I joined a company called a national home builder, Syntex Homes. Sold 119 homes my first year. And was actually the salesperson of the year my very first year. So that was kind of cool. And a couple years later, went over to Remax. But understand this whole time, man, I'm missing Mark America in the biggest way. I even tried a couple other business opportunities and actually made some money, but along the way, for a lot of different reasons, I missed you guys. I thought about you guys all the time. And of course, with my wife, Ashley, that's my second wife. Ashley, same thing with her. We've all been affected by the economy. In my case, in real estate, as years went by, you know, the Great Recession came knocking on the door. Don't know why they call a recession great. There's nothing great about a recession, but oh well. You know, my closing started to slide, and you know, the lending restrictions started to get tightened up, and I ended up having to just, you know, move on along. And my wife Ashley had the same experience. She was an investment banker, lost her job, got rehired this past fall, which is great. But, you know, we were just really affected. And I was like, you know what? This is it. You know, you only have one future. Life is not a dress rehearsal. You got one shot at life. 42 years old. I'm looking at the rest of my life, and both of us want to have an awesome future, retirement, working with people that we care about, making a difference in other people's lives. And how many people here want that? And so we decided to join Mark America about 4 months ago, met with the Ridingers down in Miami, and got reignited and got all caught up on the recent developments. And I have to tell you, I ended up building the living daylights out of the business, and within 6 weeks hit professional coordinator, which was pretty cool. But most importantly, 4 months later, I have 130 unfranchised owners that we sold tickets to for Thursday and Friday, and got between 225 to 250 people coming in from Charlotte, North Carolina to the Coliseum on Saturday. So we're really excited because we know we're going to grow team. We've got an unbelievable team. So anyway, I ended up building the business through the DVD presentation. And I'm going to tell you something. It's powerful. It's duplicatable. Anybody can do it. All you got to do is hit play and pause, and you can interact with your group, and everyone can do it. All you got to do is hit play. And I just encourage every single one of you to just go out there and utilize that DVD presentation, because I'm going to tell you, it's one of the biggest ingredients to our success. Thank you so much, and I'll see you at the top.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you very much.